Top. It's your boy, Chad Visionary.
This your boy, E-Money Boss, and you're now tuned in to the Top Hill Podcast. So sit back, relax, and enjoy.
It's like I wanted to say facts.
Yeah, like she was preaching right there. She like, in case y'all niggas didn't know, that's a good lesson for y'all niggas.
Let's at least just start with those.
Money and women.
That's not what she said.
I know what she said, but I'm trying to
but
see.
that's not what she said.
Okay, all right, Jamila, what'd she say? What'd she say?
She said,
what'd she say?
this life is about money and pussy.
Ooh.
And the sooner
She did say
you find that.
Ooh, nani. Nani. All right, y'all. Y'all ready?
Yep.
Why did you do this? Is this on a slideshow?
No, this is I was working on the last episode. My bad. You like, why are we frozen? First of all, why is he
I'm
here?
in my head like, you like that pose? Chad looks like he has nails. Look slow.
Oh, you trying to go, Jamila?
No. He had it froze. He had the video
Oh,
froze. And he got you, both of y'all looking crazy. No, Chad, you know I be taking up for you.
Nah, you did. I appreciate you. She got my back.
Chad looking good today too, man. You got the haircut. I seen you. It was the fucking selfies and shit.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Got the yellow New Balance
level
on,
up.
you know?
Man, what?
Little DC streetwear in the building. Okay, I see you.
You gotta represent, bro.
Yes, sir. All right. We in here. 3, 2, 1. Top Hill episode 41.
That was a long pause.
Yeah, because I just got a notification. My bad. I'm gonna mute that. Top Hill episode 41.
41.
41. What's good, y'all?
Yeah, so exciting. Oh my gosh. Yes, Top Hill.
I'm your boy, E-Money Boss.
I'm Chad Visionary in the back.
And I'm your girl, Jamila, with her own boss.
Welcome back to another episode. Shout out to all of our YouTube listenership. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on the video. All the people listening to us on Apple, Spotify, podcasts, all the other DSPs and everything. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to international viewership. Appreciate you all. And yeah, we here to talk. We got a lot of things to talk about today. A lot of things happened over this past week.
Very interesting week.
Mm-hmm.
Very interesting week.
Very, very interesting.
Very comical and eventful.
But before we get started on all that, I got to check in with my people. Jamila, how you doing?
You know me, every week, it's something great. Life's always great.
You want to tell them what's great? You want to have them wait on it?
No, I'm going to give you guys the good news as it happens, because it's happened.
Hey.
Okay.
I graduated cosmetology school.
Hey! Round of applause, round of applause.
1,500 hours done slaving, doing hair, which I don't do, but I did it.
Okay.
You did that, y'all. Congratulations to you. You deserve every bit
I'm
of that.
proud of you, Jamila.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Big things coming from her on Boss. If you guys didn't know, but y'all better know.
She's always
Y'all
doing
better
big
know.
things.
Get nailed by her, get body by her. Come on now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Come on now.
Chad Visionary, I seen you sniping on some photos this past weekend. What's going on?
Yeah, I had 3 photo shoots this weekend.
Busy.
Money.
Yeah. It was my weekend off too, so I don't get that too often. So
Hey man, y'all better
happy.
if y'all want to get this photography done and everything, y'all better go ahead and book this joint with Chad Vision. I'm still trying to get my appointment set up.
Yeah, man, we're supposed to make that
It's
happen.
gonna take my shoot. That's gonna take Chad to the top. Wow.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
gonna be. It's gonna be.
I can see that.
One. I can too, for real.
I can see that.
I'm excited. Yo, I just want to pull up. Just let me know when that happens. I'm just going to be in the background.
It's gonna be fun.
So, glad everybody had a good week. So, let's go ahead and get started on these topics. We might as well go right into it. Everybody was asking us about it, talking to us about it.
You're talking about a debate?
Yeah, man. Yeah. First of all, let me just make this very clear. Let me just make a public service announcement. Top Hill is not a political podcast. We are not a political podcast.
I'm glad you addressed that.
Yeah. I don't know shit.
I don't even like.
Nothing.
I don't even like politics, but we somehow end up
I
talking
am
about
starting to enjoy this ratchetness.
I mean,
I think
It
because
is
I
ratchet.
can't tune
That's a good
into
word.
the real reality TV no more. Like I've stopped watching reality TV for like 2 years now. I
Right.
miss it like shit.
right.
but this is the next best thing. You know what I mean? And it's like, to get educated on it and to watch it and be a part of it, it's like to be in the know. So I feel like I'm being productive at the same time. You know what I mean? I'm all about the whole productivity.
I agree with that, because I feel like, I don't watch reality TV shows either or nothing like that, but with this, it feels like a reality show. I mean, you got a reality TV star running the country. And
we just keep acting like that's just not what's going on.
Exactly. Like, what do we expect? Like,
I don't know, but it's very interesting. And it sucks that we got to keep talking about it. But that's what's going on right now, 2020, October.
Yeah, it's fall 2020. The elections is coming up, so we're getting hit with a lot of news. So
you sold on your vote yet?
The presidential vote?
Because you said you had to see a debate. So
there's 2 more debates, maybe. There's the vice president debate, and there's 2 more presidential debates, maybe. I think I know, but I'm gonna hold off and I don't
know no more than what I knew before the debate.
Oh yeah,
I feel exactly the same.
Yeah,
if not, I feel even. I don't know. Like it's. I'm in a weird space. I'm in a really weird...
I'm right with Jamila.
We're all in a weird space.
I'm on the same vibe as you right now.
Because, I really love the bully that Trump is. Like, I'm not even going fake, because I can relate to that. Like, I'll just be like, damn, Trump, I feel like you coming, because that's how I be coming. Like, so, okay, Trump. But
oh, no, he tried ignorant when he brought up his son. That was kind of messed up.
No, but that's what we're in right now. Like, Biden, because he was getting bullied so much, Biden was saying some petty things too, insults and things of that nature, where I guess, Trump is a bully. Like, and I don't necessarily think it's a good thing, but it's just entertaining to watch. Like, and then Biden is just so pussy sometimes. But my favorite part was when he really came in the camera and he was talking to the people when they were in the middle of that argument, and I was just like, oh my God, Biden.
It was funny when he said, shut up. Just shut up, man. You could tell he was frustrated.
You're a clown.
He called him a clown.
Yeah.
Man, okay, so honestly, in the beginning of the debate, I thought it was entertaining. I thought it was funny. I was laughing. You know what I mean? I was like, this is crazy. And then in the middle of the debate, I was like, this ain't funny no more. This is actually embarrassing. Like, the more I'm thinking about it, this is really fucking embarrassing to the country.
It was embarrassing from the jump. The whole time.
Yeah, but at the beginning...
I felt like the laughter for me was to keep from crying. I don't think it was ever really funny.
Right.
Because these are our leaders. Like, we keep acting like this shit is supposed to be entertainment. This is not supposed to be entertainment. This is our livelihood.
Right. And then by the end, I truly got scared. I'm not gonna hold you. Like, fear came into mind, because one of the things that was mentioned that was very eerie. The moderator asked them, we're going to be in a very different space when it comes to the elections this year because of the voting process. Mm-hmm. Because of Corona, a lot of people are going to be doing mail-in ballots, and there's 8 or 9 states that are mandatory, only allowed to open up the ballots on election day. So there's going to be a huge backlog on counting the votes.
Yeah, we're not going to get immediate.
We're not going to get an answer that same day, possibly. We may not get an answer that same week. Maybe months before we actually get an actual definitive answer on who's going to be the next president. So if that happens, what the question was, if that happens, will you be able to tell your sides to cool off and calm down? Because this election is different. Like, people are violent. People are upset. This is different. And so Trump was like, nah. Like, pretty much. Like, he was just nonchalant about it. Like, the other question that really took me over is when they asked if if the results did come out and Trump, you did lose to Biden, would you peacefully succeed to power? And he was like, if he doesn't feel like the voting was fair, he said no.
Yeah.
That, people don't understand the magnitude of what he said. The moderator was choked up. He was like, he really just said that shit? Because we're supposed to be the example, the leader, when it comes to democracy.
Right.
That is stuff like that is exactly why other people go to war, why there's the state fighting the military, while the leaders fighting the military, or whatever. That's exactly why they go to war, and we're always the ones going in trying to help and push democracy in these countries. Meanwhile, here at home, we don't. He's saying that we may not have this shit together either. That's a scary thought to like ponder on. You know what I mean? So when I heard that, I was like, this could be really, really dangerous.
And he already said that if that were the case, he automatically would say that there was something wrong. Like, he was already claiming it now that us even using mail-in ballots we shouldn't even do it. And
I'm not too far off with him on that, because I'm gonna be honest with you. I mean, Chad, you probably know this too, but how reliable is the United States Post Office to take in all these people's ballots? And then even before that, what they're doing is they're sending out ballots to people randomly. They're not people requesting the ballots to vote. They're just sending the shit out. Mm-hmm. And in some places, like I think in Virginia, they were sending out 2 ballots at the same address. They were sending out ballots to people who are dead. They're sending out ballots to anybody.
But how accurate is that? Because they're making it seem like they're doing it like our driver's license or something like that.
Right. I mean, that will be one way to do it. Like, look at, whoever's registered, the DMV, MVA, whatever, and then send it out that way. But how reliable is that? You know what I mean? Like, how reliable is the DMV in y'all community, in y'all area, stuff like that? But that's just a recipe, to me, honestly, for disaster. If you have the entire country supposedly getting a ballot, you filling out the ballot, then you send it off, and then if you do anything incorrectly, that can be
disqualifying.
It could be disqualifying, and it's just so many things that could go wrong.
Biden said there's many states that have already been doing it for several years, and it hasn't posed an issue or any argument. So how do you feel about that?
I feel that it's a different circumstance because you still have the ability to go out and vote. Like, a lot of people are more fearful to go out and vote than they normally would have. And then there's some places that you can't go out and vote because of the coronavirus. So now you're in a situation where you don't even have a choice. Like, this is, and people are targeting it now.
Right.
You know what I mean? I think there was a picture, I don't know how accurate this is, I just seen this online, of a post office or that had like a whole bunch of ballots or whatever that was thrown away, that was thrown out.
That happened.
That did happen.
And the postmaster didn't speak on it when they was trying to address it.
Right.
But yeah, there's pictures of it and everything.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So if you got stuff like that that's going on, that's a fact.
Scandalous.
He has kind of an argument to appeal a case saying that, hey, this voting ballot shit is not right.
Right, because could you imagine if it was a black man going, like, we would want to argue that.
Yeah. We
would want to argue that.
So
I don't know,
we're in a very, this is weird, y'all. This is weird shit. Like, this shouldn't be happening to the greatest country on the planet. You know what I mean? It should be very simple. Our voting process should be a lot more simpler than what it is. If we were an actual democracy, it should just be, especially with technology, we're so far behind on technology. It should be as simple as going online and casting in your vote. It should be that simple and safe at the same time. You should be able to just go online, put in your social security number, put in a vote, and then it locks that in. I don't understand why we just can't do something like that. You know what I mean? Yes, there's opportunities to get hacked and stuff like that, but you're going to get that anyway. But I feel like that's more secure than just sending out mail through the post office. There's just too many hands touching that. It's just not reliable.
I agree.
So,
well, I'm looking forward to seeing the next 2 debates.
If they have it.
What's the name still got corona?
So Trump just left Walter Reed.
This is bad.
This is so ghetto.
From the sounds of Trump, it sounds like he's selling COVID in a bottle. Like, he threw me all the way left. I was trying to come up with a logical explanation. I don't understand it.
Before we get on Trump and the corona part, let's try to stick to the debate, because I got some stuff to say about the Trump and catching COVID stuff. But anything else from the debate that stood out to you guys that
it's trash.
Well, he didn't tell the white supremacists
that was a
back
good one.
down. He told them to stand down and to stand by and stand down.
Yeah. So listening to it carefully, he did say yes. When they were asking him the question multiple times, he said, will you, condemn white supremacy? He said, yeah, sure, I'll do anything to keep peace, blah, blah, blah. But they kept asking him the question again, and then Biden, I believe, asked him the specific questions, what about the Proud Boys? Okay. And that's when Trump got quiet for a moment and was like, Proud Boys stand back and stand by.
But Proud Boys aren't a white supremacist group. There might be some members there, but that's not what that's not what their mission is.
I know.
They preach Jesus.
Right. There's a couple of...
That's where the pride comes in at.
Right.
Wait, what is Proud Boys? I'm not familiar with that.
They're a group. I think it's only white men in the group, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm. They have other supporters, but amongst the... No, they have a lot of Hispanic people and stuff like that, too, that are in the group.
Oh, really? Okay. Mm-hmm. I thought it was supposed to be a white men group, but I could be wrong.
So they have others. So I follow a lady. She had went viral some years ago, but they protected her at some of the... She goes out, she's against Black Lives Matter. Mm-hmm. She's all about Jesus as well. Mm-hmm. So they both had the same mission there. So when they would be out at these riots and things like that, they always were rioting against Black Lives Matter. Right. Not necessarily, and she's a black woman. Okay, you might have seen her video when she was giving the history about why she's not voting for Biden because of all these other things, and she's a Trump supporter. Mm-hmm. And she went viral like that, things like that. But she was given the history of how black people once used to be Republicans.
Right.
Okay. And that was how her viral. So I started following her, and I started seeing the Proud Boys around her. So that's how I found out about the Proud Boys. She's saying that if they are white supremacists, they've gone out their way to protect me because they feel as though they share the same mission out there. Mm-hmm. And she's not against black people. She's against the specific organization of Black Lives Matter. Mm-hmm. And they have protected her. So she's not against black people, but a lot of people don't know that there's an organization called Black Lives Matter, and then there's some of us that's following the idea that Black Lives Matter.
Right. Yeah, that's true. And I also did hear of another group of Proud Boys in Utah who actually march with and support Black Lives Matter movement.
Right.
In Utah, and when they talk about, I think the confusion is that the I guess the leader of the Proud Boys, or once was the head of it, was kind of a white supremacist. Like the things that he said, he was very radical. He was very super on the right. He advocated violence. Talking about like people should beat people up more if they don't agree with Trump and stuff like that. Like he was that kind of person. So I think a lot of people associated him
with the entire group.
And I know with the people in Utah, I know they say that he's not a member of them anymore. He's a little bit too extreme. So I don't really know that much about the Proud Boys. I'm not an expert, y'all. Just to let y'all know, right. I'm not an export on these things. I'm just giving
and
you guys.
And Trump may have known that, and that's why he didn't want to specifically speak on them.
Right.
But he didn't go out of his he's not that stupid where he couldn't have heard the question, repeated the question back how it was asked. Mm-hmm. He didn't say that.
Right.
Who are these people? He already said Antifa, white supremacists. He should have said white supremacists, Antifa.
Yeah. And then the other thing is, too, what I thought was a huge miss, and what I was really listening for in this debate was, what are their agendas for black people, and what is in their issues of race? And they both, Biden and Trump, just dodged the shit out of those questions. Like, Trump just came out. We just talked about this last week. He came out with his plan for Black America, the Platinum Plan.
And that was his opportunity.
It was his opportunity. I was waiting for it. I was like, this is your time, bruh. But I think that he knows that he has to really appeal to his base on the first debate. And that's not cool with me.
Yeah, he reminds me of a salesperson so much. Like, he knows how to really narrate the conversation. It's going to go exactly how he wants it to go.
Right. His strategy was attack Biden. So when he was asked a question about race, he was like, well, Biden called black people super predators. Biden was support of the crime bills. I started criminal justice reform, getting black people out of prison. That was the only thing that we got. And then he started talking about law and order. Like, I hate when they
What was that about?
Yo, that shit pissed me off. Stop talking about law and order.
The moderator
talk about
said
people.
that too.
Yeah,
I did appreciate that. He kept coming back. So let's get back on the issue of the race.
Right. And then Biden did his whole and Biden. We got to be careful with Biden too. And
he's playing
some
the good cop.
He was playing the good cop. He was being smart. I think his strategy was definitely better because a lot of people was worried that he wasn't going to be able to hang with Trump, that he was going to be, stuttering with his words and stuff like that. But he did okay.
He did the best he could do. Yeah, because he still did that, but at the same time, he stuck to his strategy by talking to the people and not talking at Trump.
Right, because
he can't win against Trump.
No, he can't. If he would have went against Trump, like I thought he was going to do, I think that's what Trump was trying to bait him to do.
Especially when he called his son a crackhead.
Oh my, yo. When that happened,
when I felt Biden the most, though.
Yeah, I mean, he
could
won a lot of
talk to
points
us about that. Yeah, but at the same time, I'm like, your son don't have no business being a crackhead because y'all wasn't broke. We only crack because you put it in the motherfucking neighborhood. We don't relate to you, Biden. But yeah, we love our crackheads too. Exactly.
So that was, I had no idea about Biden's other son, Hunter, which is what Trump was talking about. You know, Biden was talking about how his son was a patriot, he served the country and stuff like that, and then Trump was like, what son are you talking about? And I was like, yo. And Biden was like, I talk about Bo Biden. It's like, oh, Trump's like, oh, I don't know him, but I know about Hunter taking money from Ukraine, Russia, and China, all this money, and he had a problem with it. I was like, yo.
He ain't never had a job till you became vice president. Ain't never had a job. I was like, Trump.
I was like, if y'all pick, like, the tea is on the floor, someone get the mop. Someone get the mop.
He ain't never had a job.
Even the moderator was just like, yo, this is not it. This is not it. Like, y'all going back and forth about some personal shit. There's nothing productive going on in this debate right now about policy, what you guys plan to do.
Nothing.
It was just going at each other. You know what I mean? And
Biden
that was just
so tripped up when he did that. I know he was like,
Biden
my son, like.
Yo, I thought Biden was about to cry. I really thought Biden was about to cry. Like he looked real emotional at that point, and I don't blame him. I don't blame him for getting that way.
If you ask me, I felt like he was doing and seen, and I really love my son. And he had a drug problem, and he overcame it like many of Americans. I felt like he got.
You gotta turn your Karen voice off to be like that.
He pissed me off so much. I was just like, because I understand where you're coming from, but. Why was he on drugs? Because I understand why many of other Americans are on drugs. But let's talk about why yours was on drugs.
In Delaware. Sorry.
In Delaware.
Was this when you had the island next to, what's the perv, Epstein and them, like...
Oh, Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah, y'all was getting money. What was going on? Y'all was partying. We was struggling.
But yeah. Biden, they were talking about black people in America. Biden's like, remember the crazy racist supremacists, they had bile coming from their lips and stuff like that. I was like Biden, we know what racists look like. We see them on a daily basis. We don't need you to over dramatize these people for us. It's a very real thing.
It looks just like you, buddy. Just like you. The fuck, we know.
Yeah, I was just like that was pandering to me. You know what I mean? We don't need that. We don't need that. So that was a missed opportunity.
He wasn't talking to us.
He wasn't. I mean...
And that's...
Okay. We good off the debate?
Yeah, I'm good on that.
Okay, all right. Trump got COVID.
Oh, my God.
Let me just say this real quick. I may not like Trump at all. I may not like Biden at all. But I'm a human being with a soul. I don't want nobody to die from a disease. I
feel the same way.
That they can.
Sounds like ain't God good.
Like I'm like y'all.
What? God is good, but that's not the reason.
I'm like y'all is really tripping. Like this is not a game. Like y'all so hooked up on social media and just saying the craziest things that get likes and shares and stuff like that, bro. You may not have to like this person. You may not have to believe everything this man says, but people die from COVID. The man's old. He could die from COVID. Like. That's not cool.
Yeah, that's messed up.
That's messed up for real.
I've seen a lot of comments like that.
Yeah, and we don't want Pence in office anyway. But yeah, like that's just not cool.
Would that shake America up?
I mean,
I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised either. But apparently the Secret Service has already started going, and anybody that has said anything along the lines of they wish, Trump death or that kind of stuff, they're banning their accounts. They're doing all kind of things right now to social media.
Right.
And I don't know if you guys noticed, like, I think I told you this last week, but a lot of social media platforms are starting to hide a lot of people's posts and shares and stuff like that. They'll have that little gray screen that's like, hey, this is not facts or whatever. Like,
yeah, I seen that.
The fact checker
thing. And yo, we're getting closer and closer of getting our freedom of speech like taken away from social media. I think, you know, when all these high end tech people in social media like Zuckerberg and the CEO of Twitter, all these people were going against the Supreme Court. They were talking to them about all these things. They're trying to get control because they know how powerful Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all this stuff is, and
they just mad they didn't think about it sooner. So they have all these nerds that are creating these platforms, and now they're trying to come and regulate them.
Right. So, yeah.
You see, TikTok didn't go anywhere.
I know. It
just ended like a couple days ago. They sent out a notice.
Wait, so it is going now?
No, it's not going anywhere. They said it's over with.
I'm confused. I thought did someone buy them? A U.S. person buy them?
No.
They just
I didn't even read all the details. I just seen the email that says we're not going anywhere. And yeah, it was from TikTok. This was like a few days ago.
I figured that was going to happen though. Like,
and I
didn't see them getting rid of TikTok.
I felt like I should have did more research on it, but yeah. I was like, oh, weird.
Yeah, that is.
Then again, they did get rid of Vine, didn't they?
Vine, I think, just died. I think once Instagram started doing the stories, Vine died.
I don't think so, bro.
You don't think so?
Vine was popping.
I know. I remember Vine used to be lit, and then I remember when Instagram came in with the stories and Snapchat too. I think Snapchat came in.
Yeah, Snapchat came out next.
Anyway,
people still on Snapchat though.
Yeah,
I see a lot of people.
I feel like the younger.
Yeah, it's like a different group that have like gravitated, but it's always been the younger group. Like, you know, we gonna come in and out, but we're not gonna be on it. We're done.
Yeah,
we got a platform.
We created this shit, and then we just like, okay, whatever.
Relax,
yeah, now they're doing shit we don't even know nothing about.
Right, because I tried to do a TikTok thing. It was like
I couldn't. I never did none of the dances because that's not me. But I tried to do it for my nail page and shit.
Right. Yeah, trying to monetize it.
And I just like, this is too much damn work. Like,
yeah, it's a lot of work to put into the edits.
I don't even take
stuff.
pictures with filters no more. Like, I'm starting to just think like this is too much for me now.
Right.
It's overwhelming.
Right. Now, if there's an easy lane to get some money on there, I'm gonna research that motherfucker and find a way. Like,
what? TikTok?
Yeah.
It's easy. Consistency. Because you kind of missed the opportunity, but it was so easy to get popping on TikTok. You just had to be consistent. But once you gain the following, a lot of people, what they can't do is monetize their following. Just because you got them, that don't mean nothing.
It's funny because Gary Vee kept saying this like 3 or 4 years ago. Y'all need to utilize TikTok. That's the next thing.
Yeah, he did say that.
Gary Vee is a fucking prophet.
Yeah,
that man's a prophet, dog. Yeah. Anyway, Trump went into Walter Reed for a couple of days. He was released today.
Where he was supposed to stay for 14 days, right?
Yeah, he was supposed to quarantine for 14 days, but they released him today at 6:30. He said he feels better. He said he feels better than he did 20 years ago.
Doesn't it sound like it's in a bottle? Like, you've got to get you some of this COVID. Like, what the fuck do you mean you feel better than you did 20 years ago? You a lying your ass thing, nigga. You about to be 80. Like, what? You feel like you 50? Stop lying.
I think that this vaccine's coming, y'all. This vaccine is coming. Yeah. Because, I mean,
he gonna swear he got the vaccine and he just overnight he was good?
Yeah, because, I mean, he's been talking about that hydroxychloroquine thing or whatever. He's been talking about, like, I'll try it. Back when he was doing his rallies and stuff like that. So, I don't know, man. That's coming.
That's that stuff that African doctor came to D.C. and talked about. They kept saying that Trump paid her to come out there and tell that lie. That she's been treating all her patients and she hasn't lost not one life.
Oh, yeah. I did hear about that, yeah. I don't know, yo. Do your own research. I don't know shit. Just, by the way, I don't know anything.
Yeah, we just reading. Like, we don't know what's real and what's not. Yeah. We just reading, research.
Yeah. I am not a fact checker. I just read what I see and talk about it on here. Talk shit.
But y'all really gotta start wishing harm on people, though.
Yeah, that's wild. Yeah, that's wild, though.
We're back to rolling.
Y'all hear of Yara Shahidi? Got the role as
Yes.
Tinkerbell in the up and coming.
I didn't hear about that.
That's lit.
She's
That is
so
lit.
pretty.
Yara Shahidi's dope. Like she's definitely dope.
She gives Tinker vibes.
Yeah,
She's
I
so
could definitely.
dainty.
I can see that too.
She's pretty.
Yeah, I definitely see that. And shout out to Disney and all these people who are trying to get more black representation in their films and stuff like that. Because, back in early Disney classic, that was one of the biggest problems. Like, Disney did not have a lot of representation of women of color until the Pocahontas, the Mulan, and then finally the Princess and the Frog came along. Brandy took Cinderella and crushed that jump.
She did though.
Whitney Houston, rest in peace.
Mm-hmm. But now they see that obviously black dollar is very powerful. You can see that with Black Panther by giving them their first $1 billion movie. But
It also comes a time when you want to be the best.
Yeah.
And if you want to maintain being the best, you're gonna have to pick the best.
Right.
This pale ass skin is not always gonna cut it.
Right. And even though y'all bombed The Lion King, I mean, they still tried. They got Donald Glover, they got Beyonce. I mean, they're trying.
The wrong kind of niggas. You see, they got the right kind for Tinker.
Yeah, I mean,
that is the right kind for Tinker.
Yeah, I don't see her doing any wrong with this. Oh, Will Smith was Aladdin too, the genie. That was a good movie. He saved.
I still haven't seen it.
He saved the whole movie.
I could see that.
My opinion. So yeah, shout out to Yara Shahidi. I didn't watch Saturday Night Live, so I don't know how to talk about that.
I didn't even know nothing about
I seen a little highlight.
On Shade Room.
Yeah, I saw the little highlight of that too.
I watched it without the sound, but I seen what was going on in the background.
I don't know. It was cringy. It was cringy when I seen it.
You said it was cringy?
Yeah.
Let me go in there real quick.
Should we play it?
I'm gonna.
Because when I seen it, it's Meg. She gonna shake her ass and all that, and then at the end, put her fist up, talking about black women empowerment.
And then they have, what was it, Malcolm X skit?
I don't know about that part.
It was talking about how the most disrespectful person on the planet is a black woman.
Okay.
I believe that's Malcolm X. Don't quote me on. But yeah, Jamila's about to pull it up.
I just feel like she's get money off of this situation. Y'all was trying to clown Tory for doing it when he dropped the album.
Chad, here we go.
I'm just saying.
Once again, I don't know anything. Yeah, I mean, it's hard for me to say anything or judge it because I didn't really watch it. So,
right.
I don't want to go ahead and give my whole 2 cents on.
Yeah, I just seen that. Like I said, the highlight, but it just looked cringy to me. Like,
yeah, I mean, you're shaking your ass at one point, and then you're taking a very powerful
exactly
quote from.
And that's why we
it
can't
didn't
be
seem
taken
genuine.
serious. That's why we can't be taken serious. Once we show our ass, that's it. Just like with a man. Once we get out of booty, it's over with. So, like, she should know that. But that's like real life. Like, that's something we taught. Come on, y'all not gonna act like y'all don't know. Like, y'all know, y'all be lax after the fact.
I don't know anything.
Anywho, she should know. Like, that's why you don't lead with sex, though. Like, you don't lead with your whole ass out, and then you want to get all serious.
Yeah, because I'm not paying attention after you shake that ass.
Attention. Like, what?
And not to say that black women can't have a voice and do that eventually.
Oh yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I mean? But it's hard to do like if you're on the same. It's hard to be like track 1 is like a gospel song and then track 2 is just like shaking your ass.
That's kind of weird.
You know what I mean? It's like give us some space. You know, pull a Kanye. You know what I mean? Like take a minute, then do a gospel album.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I cannot find it.
I might have took it down. It can't be that far though.
It can't be, and that's what I'm saying. It was just
It was
on here
just over the weekend. Want me to see?
I'm just 22 hours in, so.
They be posting a bunch of stuff. Well, while you looking at that, I'll talk about something else. Yo, shout out to the Libra gang. You know what I mean? Just want to say shout out to all the Libras out there. We got a lot of new Libras coming into the world this week.
Oh my god!
You know what I mean? Shout out to Usher, just brought in a new baby. Nicki Minaj had her baby, and Childish Gambino had a new baby.
Okay, here we got something.
Okay.
Who taught you to hate the texture of your hair?
She is very cringy, Chad. I agree. It was like that when I watched it with no sound.
Daniel Cameron is no different than the sellout Negroes that sold our people into slavery by theft. We need to protect our black women and love our black women. Because at the end of the day, we need our black women. We need to protect our black men and stand up for our black men. Because at the end of the day, we're tired of seeing hashtags of our black men. How savage.
Jamila, don't look at me like that.
She went into savage for real.
Oh, I told you.
They should go, you know how they always do.
Oh, they're the skits.
Funny shit.
I promise you won't regret this, okay? It's been a long journey to get here. All the DM sliding, all the thirst trapping. You got my Amazon wishes, right? Love you. I choose her.
That was dumb. The caption threw me. I thought it was gonna be funny.
Hey, Marty.
I love black women.
I do too,
That's
man.
all I can say. I love me some black women. I love black women.
We love y'all too.
Yeah, I'm gonna marry a black woman one day.
Yeah. So, to be continued with Megan Tory. Yeah, so shout out to Usher, Nicki, and Gambino for welcoming their child, and prayers going out to John Legend and Chrissy Teigen.
So what happened to them?
I guess Chrissy Teigen had a miscarriage. Like she went to the hospital, and I know she put out a pretty big post saying, you know, that, you know, it was hard for them. They lost the baby and stuff like that, and then you know, it's like it's hard to come home after, hard to leave the hospital without, you know.
Yeah.
So
That's tough.
Yeah, prayers go out to them. That's yeah.
I couldn't imagine.
What else y'all want to talk about? You want to get into the music?
Yeah, music.
Yeah, let's get into music, bro.
Speaking of Savage, there's 21 Savages that's dropped this weekend.
Okay. And Metro Boomin.
Want some more, nigga? 21 Savage and Metro Boomin dropped Savage Mode 2.
What was this, like Friday night?
This is Friday.
Yeah, because we had that music battle.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, speaking of the music battle.
Speaking of, how do we not lead with that?
Right.
Shout out to our boys, Austin Toes and King Gino.
Yeah.
The Words Never Spoken podcast, BNY Network. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to the family.
Yeah, shout out.
I wonder if they watch.
Somebody invite them to the group.
Yeah, somebody need to invite them. Austin, you in here? Shout out to a good man, Austin. He challenged me and Chad to the top 10 music challenge. You guys already know how me and Chad do. You know, when quarantine first started, me and Chad started this, you know, top 10 music battle. We went back and forth for 10 weeks. And then we also went up against Doing Enough podcast. Shout out to Mo and Danae. Mm-hmm. And then another podcast challenges. So shout out to Austin. If you guys want to know who won,
Y'all should already know.
your boys. Come on now. Top
podcast.
Top Hill
Undefeated.
is undefeated. Y'all want this smoke? Y'all want this smoke?
Nobody
We
want
invented
that
this smoke.
Right.
Humble yourself.
I'm sorry, you're right.
Humble yourself.
Nah, we undefeated.
Nah, fuck that.
Humble yourself.
Fuck that.
Ain't nobody
We them
come for
niggas.
us.
Psych, nah, all right.
Nah, ain't no psych nah. Psych nah.
Psych, nah. But that was, we really had an amazing time with
fun.
them. It was a great experience. We had a great last. It was a close game.
Yeah, it was close.
We went into overtime. You know what I mean? We went into overtime.
I knew we was gonna pull through though.
Yeah.
That's why I need y'all to humble yourselves. Y'all act like y'all really killed them.
Hey, look, we didn't kill him.
We could have killed them. We was down.
Y'all was
ourselves
being nice. Y'all was playing sweet.
Yeah.
You ain't want them to win.
Look, I wanted a good show. It was a good show. It's like, no, they came to play for real.
Yeah,
They got good music taste. So I knew that we couldn't underestimate our opponents. That's just ignorant and dumb. Like I said,
they got good music taste.
Yeah. So we had a great time. Make sure you guys tune into that. I believe Austin has that on the Words Never Spoken podcast on Facebook. So y'all can definitely check that out. And yeah, if anybody else wants that smoke, just hit us up in the DM.
Yeah, let us know. I'm ready.
Yeah,
we ready for that work.
Yeah, the next game is gonna be in the home court.
Definitely,
we gotta come back to Quality Touch Studios.
Yeah, we gotta record it this time. Like,
yeah. But even with that, it's really hard to like record that jump because all the copyrights. I mean, YouTube was not having it. They were not having it at all. Did you see the pictures that he sent? Yeah, he tried to upload it. They was just like, nah.
We got uploaded to that other joint. What's it called? Vimeo or something like that.
I mean, I don't know if they're gonna have it either, man. I mean, like we played like 10 seconds of a record, and they was just like, nah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they was on to us.
That's good content right there.
But anyway, let's get into the music. Let's get back into 21 Savage, Metro Boomin, Savage Mode 2. Did you guys have a chance to listen to the album?
Yeah, I listened to it like 3 or 4 times.
How'd y'all feel?
It's cool. I want to say it's a great album.
Cool. It's cool.
I agree with Chad.
Yeah,
it's 21.
cool.
It's not anything I haven't heard before. Very consistent, and I like 21.
Yeah, I love
like
21 too.
So I'm not mad about the album. And I actually like when artists are consistent. Maybe this was a little bit too consistent for me.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't bring nothing really different to the table.
Really?
To me.
Sometimes I hate when artists switch it up. So I don't know, like, if I'm complaining about something that I asked for out of other artists, or I don't know if I'm being too picky. But good album.
It was
Very
cool.
good
I
album.
was off this weekend, so like I like listening to it in the car. Like it was bumping. But another thing too is like it gave me like mixtape vibes. I don't think that's a bad thing, but it's just like there wasn't no. I don't feel like there was a lead single on it, except for that Drake song.
Of course, great.
Other than that, I don't think there was like a lead song.
And I don't think he killed it in that song. It's always Drake. When Drake's on the song, it's Drake's
Yeah.
song.
I knew the moment. See, when I was playing this album, I was working out. I didn't see the track list at all. I was just had it on play. As soon as the beat came in, I was like, oh, this is the one with Drake on it. Like, this is definitely a Drake record. And sure enough, it was.
I do got some favorites on there though.
I'm gonna be honest, y'all. I really like this album. I feel.
I was surprised you liked it.
This is my shit. Honestly, like I really felt like 21 stepped up. If anything, like this is my favorite all-around project from 21 Savage.
What? I'm surprised to hear that from you.
I felt like every single song was worth playing, except for there was one where he just couldn't catch the beat. I know he did it on purpose, but I didn't like it. And then the Steppin' on Niggas. The Steppin' on Niggas is the only...
Too repetitive.
It was too...
That's actually already a TikTok joint already.
I'm sure.
That's
probably why he did it.
Stepping on niggas. Yeah, he probably already had that joint out.
Right.
Yeah.
But the other record, I mean, he came in strong to me with Running. I think he came in strong. I like the skits on there too.
Cool. Yeah, the skits were definitely, especially the one with snitches and rats.
Yeah. And
that was a moment.
I'm really glad that somebody took the time to really give details on the difference.
Yeah, especially niggas that's not street niggas. Like,
right. Like,
I learned something from it.
Right. There was people trying to say that Megan Thee Stallion was a snitch for, talking to the police. She didn't even talk to the police. But even if she did, that doesn't make her a snitch. Like, she is a civilian who was a victim. You know what I mean? So that's not being a snitch. So I'm glad that they took the time to do this record. I enjoyed it. And yeah, Rat is a fucking rap.
Yeah. I think he was talking about 6ix9ine.
Oh, we know he was talking about 6ix9ine. We know he was talking about 6ix9ine.
And not even just that, just kind of like solidifying like everybody position out here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, know your place.
Yeah, exactly.
What's your favorite song on there?
I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Like, I like everything on here except for the Steppin' on Niggas record. Like, I literally just had this shit on shuffle mode and on play.
Steppin' on Niggas grew on me because
you were on TikTok.
No, not even that. It brought something different. Like,
they dancing to it.
Yeah, somebody was dancing. I don't know the dance to it. I don't know the dance. I just seen what's her name post on Rico Nasty. She was dancing to that song.
Okay.
But
how it go though? It's like, I'm just
yo, shit. But nah, it brought that old school. You know what I'm talking about? I had that old school sample. I can't remember what sample it was. Yeah, play that joint real quick.
Which one? Steppin' on Niggas?
Yeah.
Look, the one I can't stand. Y'all want me to play?
Copyrights. Sorry, y'all. Try to only play like 30.
Step on a nigga in some fucking Jordan 1s. Step on a nigga with these 30-ass guns. It was one late night. I was
Yeah, I don't know what song that is.
so we was looking for beef.
That beat is familiar though. That record actually stood out a little bit more than the other records. Like I said, it got a different vibe to it.
Yeah, I agree with that. It did stand out for the rest of the records. I feel like that, and then the one with Drake on it felt like standalone
that too.
tracks.
Yeah.
Everything else was just, to me, just bars, dope
21.
beats.
It was 21.
21 flowing on
Because
the
that
whole entire
didn't sound
thing.
like no 21 on that beat. Like,
Yeah.
But yeah, I really, really enjoyed this record.
My joint is sliding. I like that joint. And the one I think is called Glock something. Glock.
Oh yeah, Glock in my lap.
Yeah, that joint.
Glock in my lap was hard. Running was hard. Rich nigga shit hard.
Yeah.
Sliding's hard. Mini Man was hard.
Mini Man with the 50 Cent.
Yeah, with the 50 Cent.
that
That was hard.
Another thing I like about this joint too, like I like how he dropped it in October.
Mm-hmm.
And like it gave that spooky theme to it, like you know what I'm saying, like that Halloween vibe. Like I feel like 21 is like perfect for that.
For that. And I think he's also paying homage to like the OG Cash Money, you know.
With the cover art.
Yeah, with the cover,
that's
cover
Cash Money, No Limit.
yeah, definitely looking real familiar.
Yeah. And then another highlight from the album, Drake dated SZA.
I know, right? Yeah.
Yo,
that surprised me when I heard it. I was like, what? It's like this lucky bastard.
See, a lot of people will look at that and be like, that's interesting or whatever. You know what I immediately think about when I see this?
What?
This Drake and Kendrick Lamar tension is driving me nuts. I immediately go to that. I'm like, y'all niggas need to come out and say something. Like, what happened?
That needs a,
What happened? Because they went from Drake bringing Kendrick up onto the album to Take Care. He had the whole interlude to himself. He brought him on tour with A$AP Rocky.
Right.
They were cool.
Right.
Drake was one of the very few features that was on Good Kid, Mad City. It was just J Rock, Drake, and I think MC8. That was it.
Right.
And then after that, they just like little subtle disses here and there. Like,
yeah, honestly, I think it's nothing. I don't think they have any type of beef. It's just ego, and it's a sport. It's like when Jay and Wayne was going at each other. They wasn't really beefing for real. They was just.
What this boils down to is the simple facts that we have here. We don't know nothing, and it's meant like that for a reason. There is a way for celebrities to live a private life. Look at Beyonce.
Yeah.
Drake dated SZA. We didn't know that. That just goes to show us something here. Everything is not for social media.
That's fact.
Mind your goddamn business. Because here we are pondering. We have nothing. We have nothing to stand on to sit here and try to guess.
And
I like it.
Shout out to SZA too for just clarifying some things.
What she said?
She said it was actually in 09, not 08, because she was underage in 08. So she didn't want people to start
18.
speculating. Yeah, she didn't want people to start speculating.
Just for the song because it rhymed.
Right. So shout out to SZA.
Nah, he wanted to put that out there for put it on this track record.
Another thing, shout out to Drake too for what he did. I'm not sure if you guys saw the video. There was a young boy birthday. He was dealing with brain cancer, and Drake sent him a message that just that was really dope of him to do that. Shout out to Drizzy Drake.
Very touching.
Let's go to the other album that Drake was on. Bryson Tiller, Anniversary. Yo, I'm not gonna lie. This shit's fire.
What was that?
Yes, it is.
Oh, no. I don't know, man.
I liked it.
This shit's good.
First listen, I wasn't feeling it.
But it wasn't that dumb. Like, you know what I'm saying? It didn't give you that. Like when you first hear it, like, I don't know. It's something I feel like it does have to grow on you. It's definitely not a bad
I gotta
album.
listen to it again. I wasn't feeling it.
I felt like this was a consistent project. Like with Trap Soul, I felt like it was a mixtape. Like it was kind of like a little bit all over the place.
I love Trap Soul.
I know a lot of people love Trap Soul, but this honestly, I think is a better project all around. Now, it kind of had that same feeling with the 21 Savage song. I don't know what's the standalone single here. They all kind of serve a purpose.
Yeah, no song on there was memorable to me. I was looking for a song to put on my R&B playlist.
I mean, the one with Drake. I mean, the only feature on there. I mean, might as well.
I didn't even care for that joint. I gotta listen to it again.
Where were you at when you listened to it? Because that's important.
Where I'm always at my truck.
See, yeah, you can't do it.
But usually I'll be falling in love with.
Like how you had made it.
You know me, man. I'm a fan of the OVO sound, that dark R&B, dark melodic sounds, and this just fits right with that. He's not from Canada.
He's from like Louisiana.
He's from Kansas or Missouri. He's like in the mid right there. He's one of them.
Okay.
No disrespect to Kansas City.
Whoa,
Look,
he's one of them.
It's confusing because they got Kansas City, Missouri, and Kansas City, Kansas. It's confusing,
Yeah.
y'all. So, shout out to y'all, though.
Oh yeah, another thing. It's
Go
about time he
Kansas.
dropped something. It took him like forever.
And I think that's the real problem. Like, I think he's been gone for so long, and then like last week he dropped his deluxe from the album from how long ago was it? 3 years?
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
He had to wake him up.
He too new of an artist to be taking that long.
It costs money to do what they're doing, Chad.
Hey, he got a label.
But
Shit.
see, this is the thing.
It costs money.
There's
to
some
do
the
what he's
label's
doing.
supposed to get him out the way.
There's some people though, Chad. You gotta understand that they want to come and do this music shit and then go back to their life, and then come back.
Oh yeah, they did say he did.
He has
say
an
that.
actual girlfriend. I think they're.
I forgot he had a new baby,
engaged or
right?
something. Yes, yeah. Like he's
Yeah.
living like an actual real life outside of this
I
shit.
forgot. He said
This shit. Just this old shit.
He a regular dude for.
Yeah, and fame is a motherfucker, dog. Like these people be going through
Yeah.
some shit that we can never understand. So for him to try to have some kind of normalcy, like I don't blame him for that. For him to have a break. That's the only reason why it's keeping me saying about this Kendrick Lamar situation. Like the nigga's too great to be taking a break this long. But yeah, I enjoyed this project. If you guys like The Weeknd, if you guys like Toronto style music, this is a great album to put in rotation.
I need to see what Austin and King Gino think about this. See if I'm not tripping.
I'll be very, very interested to hear what Austin will say about this album.
Austin will love this album.
I don't think he would.
Really? Where is he at
Hmm.
tonight? He's usually giving us some commentary. I didn't listen to this yet, and I'm gonna listen to this on the way home. I know it cranks. I'm gonna say I know it do.
YG 400.
Yeah, that's what I do, Craig.
Hey yo, shout out to YG, dog.
I can tell how he's standing there. Look,
Yeah.
I'm gonna crank on the way home.
He's super underrated, dog.
Fuck the
Like,
police.
hey,
Fuck the police. Fuck the police.
and that was the bonus track. That was at the end. Like
Yeah.
the album is very good. The only thing is, this feels like mixtape YG. It doesn't feel like a cohesive album. It's kind of like a little
I
bit.
feel that.
Yeah, it's kind of like a little bit all over the place. This week, compared to his last projects, like My Brazy,
Yeah.
Lights and
More
stuff like that.
organized.
That was a
I
story.
don't think this was meant to be like a
It wasn't.
album.
Yeah.
But you know what made this a good project?
What?
The features.
Yeah, Chris Brown, Tiger, Wayne.
The features
Ty Dolla $ign.
really set it off for him.
Hold on one second. We're going back live.
All right, you good?
Yeah, I think the features, like y'all said, definitely helped out this project. Chris Brown and Tyga, the fan of the fan mixtape came back on this.
Right.
That was
dope.
lit. That was a dope record. We call Rodeo. Little TJ did his thing. Shout out to Little TJ.
Yeah, Lil TJ, he killed this part.
Even Cowboy and Lil Mosey.
There's another guy that was singing on there. Who was the other one?
Ty Dolla
Is that
$ign.
them that I was
No, not that one. It's another dude. Lil TJ and it was somebody else. I can't think. Who's on the song with Ty Dolla $ign though?
Gunna.
Yeah, that joint. That's
Yeah.
go. Gunna killed this part.
Yeah. And even, the other record too, Laugh Now, Cry Later. I completely forgot that YG had a song called Laugh Now, Cry Later before Drake.
Oh, I know that.
And that record is hard to me. That's definitely one of the songs that you ride down on a coastline somewhere, looking over the ocean. So that's some vibey shit. I like
YG is this LA to the T.
My friend
man.
Jasmine, she from Cali.
Oh, for real?
Mm-hmm.
I love California. Love it.
It's tight. West Coast doing their thing. YG and Don Kennedy. That's what I've been listening to.
I couldn't get into the Don Kennedy album, and I'm very surprised at myself.
Man, that joint's tight. Man.
I'm very
Y'all
surprised.
are like opposites here lately.
I know. It's
y'all
weird.
expect the unexpected.
Right, but it's okay, because Chad's going to text me next week. Hey, you was right about that Bryson, too.
Nah, he gonna do that.
I played that joint for Shorty,
Right.
man.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened.
That's it with the music. Another thing I forgot to talk about. I don't know if you guys saw this, but Rihanna released her Savage Fenty?
Yeah, Savage Fenty.
Fashion show on Amazon.
That was major.
Yeah, that was huge. That was dope.
Just because of the casting that she had on there. A lot of them I'm familiar with. Like this girl, she was like one of the first girl to have a deal with Jordan. I forget how to pronounce her name, but she was in that show. Rico Nasty was in there.
Shout out Rico.
A lot of like famous IG models, like pretty much the majority of black women that's like making a stand. Like I mean, not making a stand. That's very popular.
Yeah,
They were in that show, so I enjoyed it. It was dope.
Yeah, that was dope. I wasn't expecting it at all. Like I was just chilling with my girl, and she was like, "Oh, let's watch this." And now, I'm fashion. I don't really give a shit.
Rihanna, they were going on Rihanna real bad about her weight gain.
They're tripping.
They said it's starting not to look sexy anymore.
She's still bad.
Rihanna could do what she wants.
Yeah, she's still bad.
That's what I was
like that
reading. I'm done with her. I have to do a YouTube review. I haven't done a YouTube review in so long. I'm doing it on Fenty Skin. Let's just say I'm never buying it again.
What? That's a first. I heard of that.
Yes. I am one of the people, I'm very well known for my skin.
You do got good skin.
This is really bad right now. I'm greasy. She calls it a glow. I call it grease. I have black.
How do you see this review when you done with it?
It's $75. And I'm used to high-end skincare. So $75 it's a little bit more than what I pay, but I usually pay more than the $5-6 that's at Target and stuff. It just didn't do it for me. I feel very greasy. It's a mess.
Well, we'll look forward to that. Did you see the fashion jump?
No, I'm done with Rihanna. If she don't drop no album, she lucky I bought that skincare. I only bought it because everybody ran and raved about it, and I'm all for the skincare. I'm like, hell yeah, I ain't buying no draws from you, shorty, but sure, like I'll buy your skincare.
I'm not gonna lie, that the men's robe jump that looked tough.
Okay, I didn't watch it. I just seen little highlights here.
It was a lot of surprises in there because, like, in the beginning, like it kind of showed like who was coming, and then like I saw a whole bunch of them. Like Big Sean was in it.
I did see that.
Big Sean was in it. Travis Scott, Young Thug, Roddy Ricch, Mustard, LMA. It was a ton. Rico Nasty. It was a ton of people. Willow Smith. There was a ton of people in that jump. Like it was dope. It was like a real performance. Honestly, it felt like a concert. Like honestly, so I enjoyed watching it. It was cool.
I imagine it would be too. It's Rihanna.
Yeah.
Like her network is there.
Yeah.
Like she just dated a billionaire. So I know it was other people in the room, and then you in the music industry.
Oh, she still did that, dude?
Huh?
She still did
No,
that?
but she was like to be in a network. Like once you in the room with millionaires, you bound to then to be with a billionaire. Like I can only imagine how. I know she can't be dumb. You better work that network. I couldn't imagine dating a billionaire and not having nobody. Like what?
Yeah, and everybody wants to be involved with Rihanna. Like she's a unicorn.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
definitely.
Everybody wants to be around her. So
What song was young? What's her name? What's her name from London? The UK girl. She was.
You think that song is trash? What I heard out it?
yes.
For real?
Yes. I feel like it's
She did definitely add it to the song though.
she added everything to that song. I feel like we give Travis Scott a lot of leniency because of who he is. That record
is
is
he?
very. Travis Scott is.
Because I like him, and I feel like he just became somebody overnight. Like, but who is he?
He got into that Kardashian bag, that $1 billion bag.
But
that
who
changed him.
is he?
But Travis Scott's a really good producer
He's
at
a-
the end of the
he's
day.
So
a
are
good
we
producer.
just giving?
He's
We
a
really giving
performer.
Kardashian
Yeah,
clout
performer
now?
too.
Yeah, I mean, what's propelling him to this level is due to Kylie Jenner and him having a child with her. I don't think that we're gonna have this same.